So, hi, I'm Juliana. In case you are new, nice to meet you. It's the third time when I try to record this video. Um, in case you are new, nice to meet you. It's me God send you here for this video. In case you are here for a long time, welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about before to search for the right person, the perfect person. Start to introduce to yourself. Start to understand yourself. Start to spend time with you before to spend time with others. So I saw a lot of video. Oh, if this person show you this behave and didn't fight to have time with you, they don't have to, they stay on the phone when they are around you, they watch television when they are around you, they call you just when they remember about you, they do that and that and that. Before to run for to see people mistakes, understand your mistakes. Why I say that? Because in my healing process with God, I start to blame everyone. Yes, I was asking for forgiveness. I did mistake. I apologize. Yes, in your healing process, you realize how the people treat you, how the people ignore you, how the people abuse you, how the people, they did that and that and that. But you need to realize you wasn't the victim. You're supposed to learn a lesson to put boundary in your relationship with others and to start loving yourself. And believe me, it's not easy to forgive yourself, to start loving yourself. When in entire life you were judge yourself. You was putting too much makeup. You was trying to buy too many expensive clothes to think you are worth it. You are beautiful enough. You are good enough. You are strong enough. You are workaholic enough until you destroy yourself. I'm talking about myself who been twice end of the life. Twice. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't walk. I was losing my hair. Like I was losing my hair. It was falling and falling. Just because I didn't know how to take breaks. I didn't know how to go to sleep. I didn't know how to look after myself. I didn't know what's mean value things for me and don't search for expensive things. Because to be honest, searching in Chanel products, I realized there was more quality the cheaper one. And I'm not the one. I saw 1,000 videos with people that will say, oh, I prefer that makeup instead of Chanel or instead of to Dior, instead of, and realized I was buying expensive things just because I was want to feel good enough. I'm enough. I'm worth it enough. If I put expensive makeup on my face, my darling, you know how worth it is. I saw one video. It was twice the same woman. She was crying. She was looking up and I said, I cannot cry because my foundation is $48 or something like that. And after she was saying, someone said, come, we need to dance in the rain. I said, no, you know, my foundation and my mascara, it's almost $100, something like that. And I realized she was stopping to be herself, like she was stopping to cry, to become vulnerable and emotional as a woman. And believe me, it's not good at all. At all, it's not good. To go in your sensitive, vulnerable and emotional. And she was stopped to hugging people because you're going to take my foundation. And she was stop herself to dance in the rain because her foundation. And I said, oh my gosh, you need to understand that. How many women they destroy the time with family or outside or doing silly things like crying because the foundation and mascara is so expensive. So you know what I mean? So it's not funny, but it is funny. So another woman, the same, she also have a very expensive dress, and the friend says we need to jump in the pool, and that woman is say it's 2,000 pounds dress, and I said take it off. No, if someone gonna come to steal my dress, and she couldn't enjoy the moment swimming in the pool in the night and just because she was have expensive things. Another thing, we went to a beach and it was quite expensive place, just rich people famous. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And a woman, she came and she said, I'm not gonna dress because I'm scared that people gonna steal my clothes and I'm gonna stay on my towel. And I was looking at her and I hear, you know, you are on the beach. You're supposed to play. You're supposed to go in the water. Because that's why you're on the beach. So, man, I don't think you realize how many things you're losing investing. So, yes, I'm talking in my experience. So, it's not about another people's experience. I saw with my eyes, or I realized how much I was working for my clothes and for my makeup and for my things, and nothing was make me happy. Nothing, like nothing was make me happy because I couldn't be true with myself. I couldn't find beauty inside of me. I couldn't find the real things inside. I was toxic to myself, and I was become toxic to everyone. So in that moment I realized, oh my gosh, you know how many things we lost because we're losing the time with friends because we're going to work to buy expensive things, my darling. We need to wear expensive jewelry. And you know, actually you need to have a top or a dress. They don't need to be expensive. They need to be pure cotton, quality material. Quality, I don't know which material you prefer, to be quality. And it's okay if you don't have very expensive jewelry or you don't have jewelry at all. It's okay. But you need to realize, don't make that expensive thing to steal your joy and the time with your family. Believe me. I still remember that woman said, I'm not gonna cry because I'm gonna destroy my foundation. It's $48. And it's tragical, my mate. It's tragical to say, like, I saw men who was coming outside and men who was have expensive bracelet and these things, and they couldn't go to play with others, they couldn't enjoy to stay with others because they was thinking the people are gonna come to steal the jewelry and they're gonna kill them. And that's why you need to understand, sometime I used to be that person. I used to believe, oh my gosh, yeah, I wasn't that person to buy my darling. I need to have just pure gold, real diamonds. No, I wasn't that person. I never been that person. Actually, because of my experience with my father and him family, I realized it's not worth it to invest in gold. I was have just few piece of gold. What I sell it on half price and I pay some bills. That's it. But I prefer silver or like fake pearls or these things. I don't buy expensive. I used to love Pandora because every single thing it was something like I achieved that, I achieved that. So I donate them. All my Pandora jewelry was more than 1,000 something. What most of them there was gift from my sister, from the father of my child and friends. They was give me money. I was buy charms and these things and bracelet. It was memories. This was for me Pandora. But God told me go to donate because someone, a child, need your money, and I give it to someone. That woman, she said, I'm gonna go to donate for a case. You're gonna save someone's life. So I give it away. Plus a lot of things, not just that. What I want to say, yeah, it was my jewelry. But I was happy I saved someone's life. Yeah? I'm not gonna cry over something what I don't wear it anymore because my son is not gonna allow me to wear it. And to be honest, when you go out, you want to be simple. You don't want to impress that much and the people to say, oh, she's rich, she's like that. So they're not gonna be friends anymore with you because they are quite jealous. So much better you got equal things like a t-shirt, normal clothes on you. Don't put expensive things. And that moment they will feel they are equal with you. And the jealousy is not going to interact there. They're not going to go to find someone who is the same like them because you are more expensive than them. You wore more expensive things. But for you, it wasn't nothing about that expensive thing. It was just to try to find happiness. You try to find love. And I realized in my journey, I was so toxic to myself. Until I didn't learn my lesson, I couldn't understand why God say you need to wear realistic clothes, like normal clothes, like ordinary people. They wear it because you're gonna attract jealousy, and no one is gonna come near to real, like real person to real person. Is gonna come just fake people because they will think she's rich. I'm gonna take something from her. So they cannot be real with you because they think they can take something from you. That's why before to go in one relationship, as a friend, as a neighbor, as a colleague, as a boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, mother, daughter, you need to understand, family member, you need to understand, you need to be humble. You need to be realistic. You need to buy normal clothes, no expensive things, bags and everything. Because like that, you're going to attract jealousy. And they say, I don't know what to buy for them because they got everything. So instead of to be friends with you, they'll be jealous on you. Instead of to be real with you, they'll be fake with you. The same you. When you think, I need to wear that expensive dress to feel I'm good enough, in that moment you value things instead of to value yourself. So I learned this in the harsh way. Sorry if I got something on my... I just had salad, salad with nuts and you need to understand sometimes it's so important to be yourself, to accept yourself, to understand you don't need expensive things, and to don't be so toxic to yourself to say, if I'm gonna have that foundation very expensive, I'm gonna be beautiful enough and worth it enough to go out. If I will put that makeup on me, I will be good enough to have friends, to have boyfriend, to be in marriage. Yes, God is gonna show you. If you ask God, God, I want to learn how to put makeup on me, He gonna pop on your social media 1,000 video how to put makeup on you. But God wants to tell you something. You're beautiful enough without makeup. But if you want to put different color because your dress is different color and you want uh to blend it, it's okay. Put it. But don't put that makeup to be more confident. No. Because in case you're gonna put that, in that moment you become toxic to yourself. That's why when a woman starts to discover her beauty inside of her, she becomes very toxic. Are you alright, mommy? Okay. So instead of to stay to show, my darling, I'm so beautiful because I'm myself, don't judge others. Because you've been the same there. I saw a woman who was, oh my darling, I'm so pure, I'm so, and they will show the boobies and the skin. And also, if you lose weight just to show to entire world, I'm so grateful, I eat healthy and I'm happy because I got a very skinny body. And God say, you become very toxic with yourself now. If you eat healthy because you want to be healthy and to don't be sick, yeah, it's good. You are real to yourself. But if you put muscle, you stay in the gym just to look good because you feel you are not good enough, and I want someone to love that abs, that back, that ass, to that legs to me, in that moment, you put pressure on you and you become very, very toxic to yourself. So I need to learn this in my harsh way. All the time when I was losing weight, God was what make me to eat so much, I was putting so quick back. And God is saying, you're so toxic to yourself. But you don't realize. You don't realize. So before have the perfect body, the perfect makeup, the perfect hair, the perfect nails, the perfect skin, check deep inside of you. And check if you are good enough deep inside of you. And you don't judge others. Another thing was what God was put me to see. When you go into someone's house and you realize they had dust on the furniture, the clothes, they are not exactly where they're supposed to be. The house is a little messy. The kitchen is not washed properly. Don't go back there. And it was a break. And I say, why God want to show? Because if you go in someone's house to judge that house, in that moment, you are become so toxic to that person that doesn't deserve that person. That person open the door for you. Give everything what they was have in the cupboard, in the fridge for you. They was give you entire word to you, and you go to judge that person. These things, they prove it to yourself how toxic you are. But if you go in someone's house and that person says, sorry, I didn't have time to hoover, to clean, to that, and you say, it's okay, don't worry, we are human beings. In that moment, you realize, I'm doing the same at home. If I'm not okay and I need to have a break, I'm not going to hoover the house. I'm not going to dust. I'm not going to go to scrub the kitchen and the sink and everything in the house because you need to be so sparkly. In that moment, you are toxic. You need to put first time your breaks, your sleep, your routine, before to have entire house, everything in the order. Actually, they will say the people who are the most messy people, they are the most intelligent because they want to read that much, they want to stay with themselves, and they don't care about environment. So what I want to say here, before to judge someone, judge yourself. Maybe you are more toxic than you realize. I was so toxic and I'm still learning how toxic I am. I'm still introduce new parts of me to myself. It's the way how God put a mirror in front of me, and every single day I still to watch what I'm doing, my daily routine, what I'm eating, what is my progress. And God is say, you judge that person. Why you judge that person? Do you think you are more perfect than that person? And in that moment, God say, apologize. Doesn't matter how hard it is for me, I will apologize. And God say, okay, good. Because you become toxic now. And I don't like it. I don't like to be in the toxic environment with you as a child. I'm your dad. I'm your provider. So believe me, when I'm talking, God is going to show you being naughty and toxic. But you need to understand and to change that to you. To change. Yes, we are not perfect. We put on weight or we're losing on weight. We don't know how to dress anymore. We're losing ourselves. We go in addiction very bad. We stay on social media too much. We eat or we don't eat. Like for me, I try to introduce healthy food. It's so heavy, the journey. Sometimes I feel the salad is stuck here. Like that I feel. And I feel I need a burger or I need a tiramisu. And God say, go to eat that salad and put more sweet corn, put more lentils, put more chickpeas, put more oil. And God says, too much oil. Really? You eat too much sugar and you scared about oil? And yeah, the way how God teach me how to eat, the way how God teach me how to live, but God is say all the time, baby steps, no all in the once. Because after you're gonna be shocked and you're not gonna like it, you're gonna hate it, and you're gonna go back to the old version of you. And believe me, I'll try to train my brain, my stomach, my throat. When I'm chewing, to think it's so delicious. I'm laughing. It's not good because I'm laughing, but you know, in the beginning when God was to eat that salad, God, but I want chocolate. Juliana, no, okay, I'm eating salad. So the way how God is talking with you, that's why sometimes it's so funny, this journey, but I'm crying, believe me, 'cause I was sitting today with the salad and I was crying. And I was telling to God, God, I'm trying. I'm trying. It's so hard. And they said, don't worry, baby steps. Baby steps is so important. Because you don't realize how toxic you are until you start to detach from the toxic behavior. To that moment you realize, oh my God, what you want from me? And you say, I want to bring to your body less stress. Why? Because you destroy your skin because of the stress. I'm stressing, these things getting red and they multiply on my skin. And I know because I don't sleep very well. My son, I need to change nappy my son every 2-3 hours because he's drinking a lot of water. I'm grateful because he's drinking a lot of water. Sometimes he's drinking because he like to chew the bottle. And I know he's on stress, but I need to change the nap, because if he's gonna get wet, he's gonna get ill. I need to use antibiotics and a lot of things. So instead of to use that antibiotics, I'm try to sleep 2 hours, 3 hours. Change my son. It's so heavy to go back to my sleep. So I'm learning how to rest. I'm learning how to change my diet, how to change my life. Baby steps. But it's heavy. You cry. You stay with the plates on the table and you crying because you want something else. You crying because it's so heavy to do sports. What before you couldn't do. You crying because you push your limits. You push your all behaves to detach from that. So if you are in this journey and you're crying, God is saying it's okay, cry how much you want, but keep going. Keep become so toxic to yourself because you're gonna be so toxic for others. So if you try to prove to everyone you have perfect hair, God is saying, I'm gonna remove that from you. Stop judging others. Start to know yourself. Introduce the time with you more often, by yourself, alone. And see how you are and what you think when you are alone and what you think when you are with others. Who is speaking more, you or them? Because if you speak more, it means you try to receive attention, validation. But if you let them to speak, it's perfect. It means you give love to them. So understand a lot of things about your behavior. If you don't allow no one to finish the words, what they want to say, it means you try to prove to them you are worthy to be loved. You are worthy to receive validation. If you dress just to the people to show, if you try to dress just to prove to others you are worth it, you are beautiful, don't dress anymore. Put pajama on you and going on the street is much better. Because you're faking. You become toxic. So, yeah. This is actually supposed to teach you what I learned in my spiritual journey with God. When I was realized I was so toxic and I was blaming the father of my child, you are not good enough for me. You need to change. And after I realized, oh my gosh, how much I need to change, and I'm more toxic for him than he's for me. Actually, he shut up and he allowed me to be angry. He allowed me, and I said, I will still be here. In that moment, I realized I was the toxic one. I was the person wrong for him, not he for me. So before to judge everyone around you, judge yourself. I'm not gonna say go back to your friends because you were so toxic. No. Spend time with you. Realize why you are so toxic, why you're talking so much instead of let others to talk. Why you try to prove to everyone what you've been buying, what you've been achieving, which diploma you have, instead of to allow them just to have normal conversation. What is the weather? Well, English, like, how is the weather? I said, horrible, miserable. So something like that. Yeah? Before to go to someone's house to judge how is the people's house, stop judging, changing that behavior because you are very toxic and don't go in no one house. Yeah? This was my experience with God, what God teaching me, and try to put this experience with me because I'm supposed to teach others also. It's a normal behavior for everyone, but we don't understand how toxic we are until God doesn't show the mirror to us. So God bless you. I hope in the funny way I explain yourself what I've been learned and why it's so important to stop judging others and reflect on us and to see us, to put the mirror in front of us to understand our thoughts, our behavior. Stop judging us, stop blaming us, stop put the pressure on us, stress on us, others. Instead, go to yourself and heal yourself and change your behavior, because sometimes you are more toxic and you cannot attract real people in your life if you don't become real to yourself. Anyway, God bless you and look after you.